Well, good morning, everyone. Are you surprised to see me? Well, I guess it's not really morning because we already had our morning gathering. I am on my way to one of several errands. I'm going to have my mammogram and I'm going to have a bone density exam, and then I'm going to go grocery shopping. So I've never really recorded a video in the car, so I thought, well, maybe it's about time. I need to practice, and if I'm going to be so busy that I can't even record videos, then maybe I should do it while I'm busy. So my first stop today is actually going to be the post office because I haven't been there, I don't think, in 2 weeks. So that will be interesting. So we'll see if I have anything waiting for me. If not, that's okay. I'll look forward to it another time. I'm looking and seeing the goldenrod is really in bloom. A lot of people are allergic to goldenrod, but I kind of like it. It's pretty. But I remember my father had hay fever. He used to call it hay fever. I guess it's just allergies, but he was always complaining about the goldenrod and the ragweed. I don't even know what ragweed is, do you? Anyway, it is so dry here. It's not too hot. It's 77 degrees and it's sunny. It's mid-morning, so it's not too hot yet. I think it's supposed to be very hot. I think it's supposed to get into the 90s. But where I'm on the lake, it's a little bit cooler, I think. I'm driving on the road from my house. It's a dirt road, and the dust is just all over the place. I mean, it's just like going through a cloud, like I would imagine a sandstorm is in the desert. So I'm fortunate, though, because despite the fact that I live on a dirt road, it's extremely well maintained. So that's a nice thing. I have worked from here. I've never missed a day of work because of snow or getting snowed in or because the road was in poor condition or anything. So that's a good thing, because a lot of, they call them camp roads, are a mess. We just happen to have a very active road association. So they take good care of it. It's actually just one person. I'm saying they. It's one person, and he's an 80-year-old man, and he takes pride in what he does. He resigned 2 years ago, but even though he resigned, he's still doing it. You know, so it's a very underappreciated job, in my opinion. He used to get paid, but, you know, like a little bit, like $2,000 a year for, it's hard work, and the road is about 2 miles long, so, you know, that's a lot. Can you tell my voice is hoarse? I don't know, maybe it's because it's dry, although the humidity is up quite a bit. I was so annoyed with my cat, Stanley, this morning. He's gotten into the habit of waking me up early, like 5 o'clock. And I've told you before, that's early for me. So I ended up getting up at 6 because I had these appointments and there were things that I had to do before I left. So anyway, it will be interesting. Oh, the car in front of me is pulling over. That's strange. They're from Rhode Island. You see a lot of out-of-state cars in Maine this time of year. I'm sure when I get out onto the main road, this is still a side road. Once I get out on the main road, it will be probably bumper-to-bumper traffic. So I left a little over an hour before my appointment. So we'll see. Maybe it won't be. maybe I'm going to be a liar. I think I'm actually going to get my car washed today too, because I don't have Quinn with me, and she doesn't like the car wash. But my car is filthy and it's very dusty. Of course, when I go home and I ride over my road, it'll get dusty again. But it also has all kinds of debris from the trees that I park under. I was thinking of buying one of these. They have covers that you can put on your cars to protect them. But then you have to take the cover off every time you want to use your car. And since I'm not the most ambitious person in the world, I don't think I would enjoy doing that. And I would wonder how difficult it is to put it on again, you know? So that's probably not a good idea. One of the other things that I've often thought of is getting like a carport or something, so that I could park the car and it wouldn't get all this junk all over it. But I'm rambling. I'm also speedy. I'm going 50 miles in a 35 mile an hour zone, so I gotta slow down before I get caught. And how embarrassing would that be to get a speeding ticket while I'm on the phone with you guys? I mean, well, I am on the phone. I hope I'm not too close to you. It seems like I am, but it also looks like it's a pretty good view, so you'll get to see my driving skills. I'm always on the lookout for flowers to pick on the side of the road, but the only thing that I'm seeing is goldenrod, and I'm seeing a little bit of Queen Anne's lace. But I did take that Queen Anne's lace a couple of weeks ago, and it did just sprinkle white spots all over my table, so it's not a good idea, but it is so pretty. Everything's probably dead because it's so dry. I hate to ask for rain because I don't really enjoy it that much, but I think we do need it. Okay, now I'm coming out onto the main road, and it's not too bad. I didn't have to wait too long to get out. Obviously, I didn't wait hardly at all. So that's a good thing. So it looks a little hazy today. You know, the sun is shining, and the sky is very blue, but I don't see any clouds. None at all. Very strange. I'm going to, well, I still probably have another 8 miles to get to the post office, so you'll have to put up with me talking all that time. I know this is probably kind of boring, but what the heck? I can't be fun and laughter all the time. Oh, ow. That was my hip. Meowing. I just want attention. Hey, thank you everybody who commented on my stained glass. I really appreciated all the comments about how beautiful the stained glass is. I love those two pieces, and of course I've made a lot more, but I don't know where they are. I don't have them. Maybe I gave them, you know, when I did them, I gave them away or something. There's only so many pieces you can have anyway. And those were my two very favorite ones, the Kayla Lily and the iris. I love irises. They're so pretty. But I have them hanging in my windows, and I'm always nervous that they're gonna, the cord that I have them is gonna break and stuff, and then I'll ruin them. I have to tell you this one. I made a stained glass mirror, and I had it hanging in my bathroom, and it fell off the hook. But you know what happened? It slid down the wall, and there was a gap between the cabinet and the wall, and the stained glass slid right down, and I can't get it because it's such a narrow opening, and I can't figure out how I could possibly get it. I bet Woody will have an idea, because he always tells me how I should do things. So maybe he'll have a suggestion. I even had my friend in, and she says, I can't figure out how to get that, because you can't get under it. The only way I could get it is if I made a hole in the cabinet, which I'm not willing to do, but I really would like the stained glass. It's a nice mirror. And maybe my kids would like that. You know, they don't want a heck of a lot of my stuff. Well, they don't want any of it. But, I mean, you got to admit, the stained glass is nice. But, you know, it's out of fashion, too. It's interesting how things go in fads. And, you know, it was very popular in the 80s. And even into the 90s, but then it kind of lost favor. You see a lot of people like at craft shows, and they're not able to sell their wares. I don't have cherries in the snow on. I have a tube of lipstick in my car, and it's violet. So you probably can't even tell that I have my lipstick on. I forgot to put it on before I went out. And I don't usually even wear lipstick when I go out, but I figured since I was talking to my friends and I try and spruce up, that I'd put a little lipstick on. I just passed one of those roadside memorial things, or altars or shrines or whatever you call them. This road is pretty dangerous. There's been a lot of accidents on it. I'm not sure why, but there was a family, husband and wife, and a daughter, a young child, like a 3-year-old or something, that were killed in that spot, and people maintain that shrine. It's actually very pretty. A lot of states don't want them on the side of the road because they feel like they distract, but I haven't seen that many in Maine. I've seen that one. I'm drinking my iced tea. I bring it with me. I bring my red cup wherever I go. We could pretend it's a solo cup. What's that song? The red solo cup. We got to do some more music one of these days real soon, because it's time. We haven't done any. I gotta get you guys dancing or floating. I like floating. Now I'm passing a golf course. You can't see any of this because I'd rather have you look at my beautiful face, but I'm gonna try and turn it around when I go home, when I'm on my way home, so maybe you can see something. You know, this is all new to me, filming in the car, so we'll see if I can make it work or not. If not, oh well. You got to admit, I am getting better. Now I'm riding by my daughter's house. She has her house for sale. I haven't asked her if she's had any interest in it because I don't want to know, because you know, you hear all this houses, people are fighting over houses. Well, hers has been on the market for about a month now, and I don't see any for sale sign. I had thoughts, I didn't really hope, but I had thoughts that if I had to move, maybe I could move to that house. It's a small house. I would say it's a tiny house. It's actually less square footage than mine, but it has a full basement, and it has this really nice deck that gives you a little more living space, and it also has a fenced-in area for a dog and a doggy door. But the reason I said I would consider living there is because it's a lot closer to civilization than where I am, but I don't really want to move. So I just passed Quinny's vet. She's going to the vet on Thursday. I told you she has kind of a rash. I'm sure it's a fungal rash, and I have been putting an antifungal on it. But it's too big and it needs to be seen. And of course, they don't drop anything for They don't make any special accommodations. So I had to take the first appointment I could get. We do have an emergency vet in a couple towns over, but you have to put down $400 before they'll even see you. So she's not uncomfortable. It's not bothering her. It doesn't seem to be. She's not licking it or anything. So I decided to wait. I'm keeping it clean, and I'm keeping the antifungal on it, and it's holding it. It's keeping it at bay. So it's always something. So I've added that to my list of things to do this week. I went to see my friend Gay yesterday, finally, because I've been saying I'm going to go the last couple of days, and unfortunately I missed one of her kids who had her daughter, and I missed her daughter who had her daughter and her new baby there, so I missed that. But I'll see them again next year if, God willing, I'm around. So I'm at a stop sign right now, and there's a car in front of me from Maryland. So, like I said, they're from all over. I'm at an intersection, that's why I'm going so slow. But the post office is almost right here. So, shall we take a guess? Will it be empty? Or will it be tons? Or will it be one? What will it be? I'm turning right now to go into the post office. I'm in the parking lot. Should I take you in with me? I'll pick it up later. Oh my goodness, it's chock full. It was all, look at this. Then there's this. 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's another thing. I gotta go and pick something else up. I'll be back. Here I am back again out on the main road. You would not believe how many packages and cards I got. There's 3 packages and a fistful of cards. I was going to show them to you in the car, but I'm not going to because we're too close and there's no good way to see them. And I know this video has gone on long enough, but I'm gonna just chat with you a little bit longer, and then I'll be done. Thank you so much for all of you who are doing that. I can't even begin to tell you how much you mean to me and how good you've been for me and to me. It's just, this channel has been a blessing in my life. And like my video yesterday, it lets the light shine through. You know, we all have tough times. None of us are perfect. None of us are happy all the time. But we're trying. We're trying to get there. And even if we can have just little glimmers, how nice is that? So you give me little glimmers of happiness. I really appreciate all that you do for me. And I appreciate you coming and watching me. And if you're listening to this, that means you've stayed till the end, which is a good thing. I appreciate it very much. The views are kind of going down, so I gotta not care. That's what I've got to do, is not care, because all the important people are here, right? That's all that matters. Pretty soon I'm going to be passing by my campground. Will I have guts enough to go in there today? I don't think I'm coming in this direction again this week. I think my eye doctor's appointment is in the other direction. So, and Quinny's appointment is back there. But I wonder if they'll let me ride through. I will have to ask them. When we owned it, it was called the Red Barn Campground. And what it's called now is the KOA Holiday. So you can look it up online and you can see where I used to live and the campground I owned. But I think it would be fun just to walk through it and tell you a little bit about it. And it would be fun for me because I haven't been in there in 11 years. And that used to be my home. So it has a nice little apartment upstairs over the whole shebang. And it's nice. So I wonder if I go in and say, "Hi, would you let me walk around with my camera? I'm doing a YouTube video." And I used to own this place. I bet they'll let me. It wouldn't hurt. We'll see. Here's a fried food place. Oh my goodness, I love fried clams, but they have a lobster BLT. I wonder, true diehard people that love lobster would never order a lobster BLT, but it sounds pretty good to me. I haven't had any lobster this year, which is not a good thing. I like to have it at least once a year. I'm not, madly in love with it, but I like to have it once a year. It's good. It's good, but I mean, some people go crazy over it. Not me. Now we're going past a cemetery, and it's called Tomb Cemetery, T-O-M-B. But I have to tell you, my daughter, Erica is her name. Her husband, Jim, is in a band, and it's called Tomb. It means the three old men band. Tomb, three old men band, and they have a picture of themselves in front of the cemetery with the cemetery sign, which is quite large. So that's funny. You can look them up on the internet too. I know one person that will probably be on it already, and her name, she is the one who calls me Cinzer. She's my dear friend, and I don't even know who she is. I don't know what her real name is. I don't know where she lives. I wish she would tell me. Anyway, I think that I have quite a ways to go yet, so I think I'll stop filming now, and then I'll film a little bit more. Maybe, if it's too much for one video, I'll do a couple of videos. So because I haven't done the scoop. That's not totally intentional. It's because I was wiped out. I was totally wiped out, and I still am. Not bad though. I'm regrouping after that Wawa session that I had, where I was talking about being tired and everything. I just gave myself a self-talk, and I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm sure you can tell that I'm fine, even though I'm in my car driving, which I don't care to do. But it is what it is, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to sign off for this. I want to thank you for watching, and make sure you come back to the next video. Who knows when this one will be aired, and who knows what when the next one will be, or if this will be the scoop, or this will just be I don't know. But come back. I'll see you. Thank you.